Hey, joiners. So it's official. The Good Morning Guys podcast is officially on Patreon. For those of you who may not know, Patreon is a monthly online subscription platform that allows you to financially support content creators like us, me, Patrick, Ronnie, even Marc when he's here with us. Now, I know what you're thinking, and don't worry, all our content is staying FREE. But if you like what you hear, like what you see, and like what we do and want to toss a coin to your podcast, head on over to patreon.com/the GMG pod today. That's patreon.com /the GMG pod. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Good morning, my brothers and sisters, on this episode number 135 of the Good Morning Guys podcast. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night as we continue discussing the game of life amidst the other games we love to watch and to play. I am one of your four hosts, the Brazilian Mountaineer and Transition Ninja, Lucas Ham Swisher. Also with me, the judge of the jury and the executioner of fake news and spoilers, Patrick Novacell.
Good morning to you, Lucas and Ronnie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
On his left and Maya right, the volleyball and beast of the East who can make you laugh in 3 words or less or your money back, Ronnie Johantis.
Hi, everybody. Hi to Lucas and hi to Patrick and hi to the ghost of Marc, who is only with us in spirit and on the keyboard.
That's right. Hi to you too. The final
he's on the keyboard in spirit.
Yes,
that's exactly where I thought he'd be.
That's exactly where he should be.
Yeah.
As is alluded to, our final member of the GMG quadfecta, who's only here in spirit, who's got music in his heart, Doctor Who on his brain, and La Coretta in his old stomacho. Marc Boucher is currently tickling the keys, as it were.
As it were? Who says that?
They do, Patrick.
They say it.
They say. Who's they?
The people.
The people.
Yep. Duh.
Like the
as Marc
people?
would say.
The people
duh.
have spoken.
That's right. Marc has spoken. All right, guys. Let's just jump right into it. Marc, unfortunately, is feeling it a little bit. His voice is a little down and out, so he needs to rest it up. So he's not joining us, but he is here in some ways, in one way or another. So if he just, if his spirit speaks to us and we just speak on his behalf, you never know what'll show up during the show. But the spirit of Marc, you have full permission from us. You may speak, and one of us may or may not be your, whatever that's called, megaphone. I don't know. I'm just talking.
Doing a lot of waving.
Talking. Hey, I'm just waving my hands. Nobody can see it. Way to give it away. Give it away. Woo. All right. So, guys, happy belated Easter. He is risen.
Mm-hmm. He's risen indeed.
Nothing much on the life front for me. I'm just going to jump right into my. By the way, boo.
Marc, you're just taking over the show. Like,
what is going on?
You're just going to hit the gas immediately.
That's right. I'm just going to jump right in. Update time. Nothing much on the life front. I'm just going to jump right into games because I like them. I like them a lot. Does that sound good? You guys good with that?
Sounds great.
All right. Fantastic.
Along for the ride here.
Last week, I had a stellar week and made up for all the weeks that I didn't get any platinums.
Oh.
In a 24-hour day, as it were. I'm just going to say that every other time. I'm going to say as it were. I got just around 200 or more platinums. No, 200 or more trophies.
No wonder you want to jump right into games.
Yeah, I doubled my platinum count. No, I got like 5 platinums in a 24-hour period, around 200 trophies. I played 2 baby plats, Mecha Bolt and Inksplosion, and then I got 3 PS5 game platinums, and I don't even own a PS5. Thanks to my buddy Patrick and Chris, The Rock in Canada, I got the Avengers plat, I got the Spider-Man Remastered plat, and the Miles Morales plat. Just so you know, Patrick, the Avengers plat is now my fastest platinum ever at 1 second.
Dang, 1 second.
Can you imagine getting a real platinum?
Ones?
Well, The prior holder of the fastest plat was Sound Shapes, and it was at 7 seconds. And so I blew that out of
The
the water.
PS5 is so much faster.
So fast, lightning speed fast.
7 times as fast.
So,
Man, it took you what, 120 hours to get the platinum on PS4?
That's it.
It's so much easier. They have like the super easy mode. You just click on the trophy list and it pops for you.
I know, it's great.
Just shop for whatever trophies you want.
Yeah, you just transfer it over to the PS5 and there
Put
it
them
is.
in your cart.
Yeah, I actually have been looking at if you catch wind of any other games where you can do that, I'll start playing them now. So then when I get my PS5, I can do it again.
All right.
So besides that, I did play some new platinums where I'm just going to breeze by some of the terrible and the good games that I played this past week. You're going to love some of these names, Ronnie. They're magical. These titles for these games. Super Willow D-Make.
Is that a Final Fantasy game?
You would think so. Save that for later. Save that thought.
All right.
This one got 6 out of 10 unicorn suits. You just play as this little girl trying to reach the other side of the screen. Like, I don't even know what her purpose is. Oh, she's trying to rescue her animal friends. And to show her love for her animal friends, she wears them as suits, and those give her powers. It's pretty ridiculous. But the unicorn especially is fun because when you wear it, you shoot your horn at the creatures and impale them, and they die. It's fun.
Sounds violent.
Yeah. Thankfully, it was the easy mode is super easy because once you die like 5 times, they give you the bee suit, and then you can just fly everywhere.
So game sounds bizarre.
Yeah, what in the world?
Totally.
It's a unicorn game, and there's bees also.
Yeah, there's a bee suit. There's a armadillo suit. There's a unicorn suit,
as it were.
And I'm trying to remember. There's a 4th animal, as it were. There's a 4th animal, but I don't remember. You want to hear bizarre? There's also Mochi Mochi Boy that I played. Gave that one a 7.5 out of 10. Slimy noodles.
I think it's a 7.5 out of 10 just by title alone.
I know, right? Mochi Mochi Boy. You pretty much play as Mochi Mochi Boy, whoever that is, and he's got a bunch of slime friends, and they get captured by the devil himself. Satan just pops in and he grabs all the slime.
Oh, the old Satan pop in.
The old Satan
never
pop
want
in.
that.
You never know what's happening in this game.
and so all your friends are slime, but you're not slime. Mochi Mochi Boy is pretty much a noodle, and the whole point of the game, it's a puzzle game where you have to fill the screen with your body as the noodle boy. And once you fill the screen with your body, you win and you go to the next level. Mark says, I feel like you're just pulling words out of thin air.
And then, of course, you have to fight the dragon to beat the game.
I didn't get to the dragon. So this is one of the games where it got a higher rating.
Does this game really have a dragon?
I didn't have to finish it. No, I don't know if it had a dragon. It might. I
mean,
it's the devil. It could have a dragon in it. But yeah, I played that with my son, and he's like, I think I want to get that platinum. I'm like, you have fun, buddy. I'm doing this, and I'm getting out of here. I'm not even sticking around. The next one I played was Midnight Deluxe. I also gave that one a 7.5 out of 10. Freaky Fuzzy Emo Chia Pets, because like another version of this game that I played before called 30-Second Fragments of Midnight, you're just trying to help these like dark, creepy chia pets try to get the light back. I don't know. It's weird. But this one's done like kind of like a mix of Angry Birds, and you flip this little cube man around the board, and he has to get into the light part of the puzzle. So you have to like go over spikes and lasers, and you have to like flick them like Angry Birds. So you just
got like the free games list and get all of these.
What is it?
It's like a free. Is there like a free games list? On
no,
the
these were a whole $1.
These
are like dollar games.
Whew, $1.
Super cheap, super easy platinums. It took like 40 minutes to get most of these platinums. I played that with my son as well. It was pretty fun, actually. I enjoyed that one. The next one was Active Neurons Puzzle Game. I gave this one an 8 out of 10 Rubik's Cubes. It really was a fun puzzle game, but at this point, I was getting kind of impatient, so I cheated my way through it. And there's a trophy guide where you just press the directional pad and you automatically beat the levels.
I don't feel like a fun puzzle game is even something that exists.
It does. I mean, you got to be in the right mood to want to play.
Doesn't sound like you're performing any puzzles by just pressing the directional pad.
No, I didn't perform any puzzles at all. Maybe in the 3rd or 4th time I play it, I'll do it legit, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
You have to pretty much like slide around stuff and not hit bad stuff and make
You
the
had to
lights
slide around
light up.
stuff and
Yep.
not hit bad stuff.
I am by night
Put that
a
on the
journalist
box.
for video games. Yep, slide stuff and light it up. Yep, like a match. All right, the next one game was probably my least favorite game I played. It's called Football Game, and it had little to nothing to do about
Killed
football.
it with the title.
Football Game. You pretty much play the captain of the football squad, who's trying to find his girlfriend. And he goes to the football game, but they won't let him into the locker room because apparently he got kicked off the team. And after it's all said and done, it's really like this game. I had to turn the brightness all the way up because I couldn't see anything. It looked like someone had put like a black sheet over my eyes, and it was all dank and dark. The animation's awful looking. And it's your mom looks like she's got issues in the face.
No one's talking about your
Not
mom.
your mom, but the mom in the game. You play a high school kid.
Okay.
And anywho, you have these flashbacks through the game, and spoilers, you get to the end of the game and you find out you're actually a loser and you've been daydreaming about this girl as your girlfriend and you're not actually the captain of the football team. The end. It's
Wow,
super
man.
depressing.
What a piece of crap.
Turns out you're a loser.
Yeah, that's it. That's the game. You're a big loser. It doesn't give you any hope for living or anything.
Oh man.
5 out of 10. I lied.
You
The
still
next
gave it a
game-
5 out of 10. Though.
Mark says he's in.
5 out of
All right,
10.
Mark.
5 out of 10 is like the bottom of the barrel. I feel like for your ranking system. It's only 5 through 10.
Again, you get an automatic 5 points for just giving me a free platinum or a quick platinum. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I lied. That wasn't the worst game. The worst game was Blind Men, and this one's like a.
That's a catchy title.
It is, right? I gave this one a 4 out of 10. Anime suppressed surprise sounds. 4 of those. And this one, I really don't have any idea what was happening. It was like what are those called? Graphic novel, like where you make choices and you just watch people talk to each other. And I pretty much had a guide that told me what to say. And then I set the settings so that it would like blow by all the text. So I had no idea what was happening. And I would just make the choice of what it was supposed to do. And I had to do it like 4 or 5 times to reach like 4 or 5 different endings. It took 10 minutes. The end. Platinum.
Whoa.
4 out of 10. It was a fast one.
Mhm.
All right. I got 2 more. Then I promise I'll be
Oh,
done
goodness.
with platinums. All right. Hymno was the next one. 7 out of 10 lanterns. It was a pretty straightforward platformer. I have no idea what I was supposed to do, but I just started running, and you're just like climbing till you reach a door, and then you go through the next door, and then you climb some more until you find the next door, and you just keep doing this until you die, and then it starts over. The end. There's no story. There's no explanation. You're just a guy with a big. Oh, this is the other thing. You're a guy with a big sword. You never use the sword. You only jump and dash.
What?
I don't understand.
That's crap.
Yeah, that's why it lost 3 points, because it gave me a sword and it didn't let me use the sword. I love platformers. Like I was jumping around and I was like, this is cool. Sometimes you'd light little lanterns and you eventually get you get little trophies for it and stuff.
Yeah.
But no good. 7 out of 10.
Interesting.
The last one was Habroxia. It is I don't know if you guys have heard of Habroxia 2, which is a newer game by Colin Moriarty and Lily Mo Games. They're both pretty easy plats. They're like 2 to 3 hours each, but this was actually fun. I give it 9.5 out of 10 alien spaceships. It's actually not long enough. I wish it was like twice the amount of time, like 4 hours long to get the platinum. It was very nostalgic. If you played Galaga or I'm trying to think of the other Nintendo ones where you like fly through space. It's not just like going back and forth and shooting the aliens that come at you, but you actually progress through the levels. But it was also a roguelite. So at the end of each level, whether you beat it or you died, you could upgrade your ship. And so in the next run, your ship would be stronger. And I really like those kind of games where you get stronger. So that was Abroxia. And then those are my platinums. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk about all the platinums I've played. That concludes my update for now. Might have some more later.
So
when
how
we
many
get to the
platinums
topic.
was that?
For the week, oh goodness, I don't know. Let's go with 20. I'm now up to 71 platinums on the year, I think.
What was your
Just
goal?
71. What's that?
What was your goal this year?
My goal was, I think, 100.
There you go.
So look at me,
On your
Mom.
way.
On my way.
Nice.
So yeah. So Ronnie, what's been going on with you, bud?
Well, not that much for
Tell us
sure.
about it. Tell us about not much. I'm still interested.
So I've been pretty much stuck playing Rocket League. Like I like the fever kind of has me again. That's really the only thing as far in the video game world I've been playing.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get that tournament win though. I cannot get it. Like I try them all the time, even when nobody's playing. Like I'll just try to get with randoms. Like it was bad. I played one today, and I did get to the second round, which was a miracle because we went down 0-3 almost right away, and my teammates like seemed really horrible. Turns out one of them was pretty good. He actually shot a goal against us, and I was that was the third. It was 3-0 at that point. I was like, "Hey, nice shot." So the next time they end up scoring, I like banked one off the wall, and the guy like shoots it from like across court, and he's like, "Yeah, great pass." Like, yeah, this is going well so far. Like, this is a good tournament.
Jeez.
But I've never made it. We made it to the semifinals. Is it the semifinals where you play 3?
Yeah, semifinals is where.
So we made it to the semifinals that one
3.
time, and our other dude was AFK. Like, and this guy was pretty good too. So like,
Jeez.
I was like 100% the worst one on the team. It's like, oh no, I'll hang back. It's fine. Let's just win. But end up playing 2s. And when somebody leaves in the middle of a tournament, especially if they just go AFK and just sit there, you can't even forfeit. You just have to take it. You just have to take it on the chin or quit.
Yeah, you do.
It's the worst.
You just got to walk to the woodshed and be like, okay, I'm ready.
I'm here for my beating. Like, yeah, and it's miserable too because like the other team, like they do what everybody would do and what I would do. They just like turn up the heat on you. Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
But nope, still haven't done the tournament thing. I'm hoping to get a win eventually. I have found that playing without Eric in tournaments is a good idea.
It's easier, right?
He's platinum, so we play in platinum tournaments when I play with him.
All the platinums to the yard, and it is because they just
So gold tournaments are way more fun. I'm one of the decent players in there. But no, still trying to track that tournament win down. That's going to be magical.
I had the same exact thing happen on Saturday. I was like, you know what? Third time's a charm. I'm going to do this, baby. And we were blowing people out 3-0, 4-0, 5-1. I was like, fantastic. And I was even one of the better players. I was like, what is happening? This is crazy.
Sometimes just on fire.
We get to the semifinals. We win 3-0 on the first of 3 matches. What should have been the first of 2 matches. And then that kind of thing that happened that you talked about. One guy just stopped playing. He just sat there.
Dude, that's the worst, man.
It was so infuriating. And then we just got blown out the second. I mean, you can't win in a tournament semifinals 2-3, 2 versus 3.
The messed up part is that you never know what happens when somebody just goes AFK. But I've done that before where in the middle of a tournament, my game like crashed and I've had to close it. And then you can actually reopen it and then join back into the game.
Yeah. That was what I was hoping was going to happen in the third match.
Sometimes you're like, if I can hold them off,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's miserable. Like, especially when that happens in the semifinals. That's the worst. Yeah. You got to lose games, like more than one. Mm-hmm. So I've been playing Rocket League on that front. And man, the big thing that happened, and I know Pat's going to want to talk about this too, is baseball is back.
Sports ball is back,
baby.
It is back. I'm so excited about it. It's been like, I hate when there's not baseball. Like you get so much of it for such a long period of time that when it's gone, you're like, wow, there's nothing anymore.
Right. Yeah. And then that was last year about this time is when I started watching wrestling because there was no baseball.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the throes of WrestleMania right now. And I'm trying to watch the Raw, trying to watch SmackDown. I'm trying to watch these wrestling while baseball's going on. I got like 3 screens going on because I got wrestling in one, I got the Reds game cast in another, and the third one I'm playing games. So it's like,
of course,
it's like a sports bar in my man cave right now.
Yeah. So, and to top it all off, we played the Cardinals, which are not We're not a big fan of them. Like
they're not welcome here.
I've heard that.
What's his name? Chris. What's his name? Chris will be if he listens to this, he'll understand.
Corey?
Or Corey, yeah.
Yeah, close enough. Chris, Corey.
I got it. Yeah, I think it's a C, unless it's a Corey with a
Chris
K.
Fouch's brotber.
Yep.
Exactly.
Chris Fouch's brother Corey.
It's his brother Chris also. No, but like Cincinnati, like, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, do I hate the Cardinals? Like, not that much, really, but we don't like them. Like, they don't really like us, I'm pretty sure, and we don't really like them. The difference is they've been, better than us for a while, pretty much ever since I can remember. So we started off the series against them. They pretty much smashed us in the opening day game. Like, it'd be pretty good. I don't remember what the final score was, but
it wasn't bad. I think we lost maybe 12-6 or 12-7, but we gave up 6 runs in the first inning.
It was a disaster of a start. Like, here we go then. And then the last 2 games of the series, the Reds won both of them, like in pretty convincing fashion. Like it was pretty fun. And on top of all of that, we had a benches clearing shove fest out there, which for every baseball fan, that's just icing on the cake. That's the best,
especially against a team that you don't like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shove away.
I'm gonna explain to you, Lucas, the series of events.
Yeah, I want to hear what led up to this. I like this stuff too. Like when I watch hockey, I'm always hoping for a fight. So
yeah.
Give me all the details.
Yeah. We get crushed on opening day, and it all starts with a guy named Nick Castellanos who hit a home run against the Cardinals. He's a flashy player. Like, it's just the way, like, he's got chains on. Like, he's just a stylish, flashy player, like, plays with passion. Hits a home run and does kind of a little skip out of the box. Like,
and flips his bat.
Which to old baseball people, that's a no. Now,
that means you're gonna get hit the next pitch.
Exactly. And honestly, I think baseball should be played with a little bit more style, like a little bit more flair and passion and energy. Like, I like when guys bring stuff like that to the table.
Right.
Like, unless it happens against us, of course, in which case then I'm like, they're not even following the code.
Beat him.
Then you get fired up. You're like, all right, we're hitting them next time. Let's go.
Get him, baby. Let's get him. Yeah. No. So he does this home run, and keep in mind, at the time, we're down by like 6 runs or something ridiculous. It's not even close of game, right? So in the second game, he comes up to the plate, and they nailed him. Of course, they threw it directly at him, fastball, hit him right in the rib cage, like lit him up with one.
Ouch.
And he asked the catcher, like they did the whole interview. He asked the catcher, was that on purpose? And the catcher said no, which they have a very respectable catcher, Yadier Molina. He picks up the ball that hit him and offers it back to the pitcher. Like, here, you want this back, which is apparently another break of a rule. I'm not really sure on that one, but you're not supposed to do that either. That made him more mad. So there was 2 outs, nobody on when he got hit in the ribs. The inning kept going, and he ended up on third base, and a wild pitch happened, and he comes home, and the catcher has to go off to get the ball, and he throws it to the pitcher, and he's in, like, and he's safe head first. He like kind of collided with their pitcher who had just hit him earlier in the inning. So he stands up and basically stands over top of the pitcher and flexes, and he says something, which I can only assume is, let's bleeping go.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm pretty sure came out. And then everybody freaked out. Then everybody started pushing each other. Everybody came out of the dugout. So it was pretty cool. Also awesome because we were dominating that game, which is a very nice thing when there's a brawl. I mean, like, we're winning no matter what.
This brawl really was just a shove match. There was no punches thrown.
Yeah, there was no punches thrown. In fact, the guy that did the flexing thing and the catcher who got mad at him for it were talking, like, standing on the field next to each other, talking it over afterwards, even though they wanted to fight each other for a minute.
Yeah.
But it turns out our guy got suspended for 2 games for flexing.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure how that happens. He's appealing, apparently, his suspension right now.
Yeah, that's why Marc is not here tonight. He flexed on us last week, and we have to suspend him this week.
That's right.
That's exactly what happened. We
do
not
allow
flex
for the last time, Marc. No more.
We work too hard for your bull, Marc. So yeah, it's been like an awesome, like, first series opening. Like, I don't know, like, Pat, you know what I mean? Like, just, it's exciting when they win, man. It's so much more fun. Like, when they're winning, like it just makes you feel so much better.
Yeah, especially when you know they're having fun when they're up 12-1 or whatever it was. And then he gets up and he's like, "Let's go!" Like, "Hey, I got you back. I just scored. You hit me, and I scored."
And he scored. Yeah, and that's what I was like. Yeah,
I got the last laugh.
Of course, you flex over top of him because he pegged you on purpose.
Yeah, it's like in any sport, if you're over top of someone and you flex, whether that's football or basketball or baseball, it's a no-no. That is a taunt, and they don't want taunting. Like you can flex towards the crowd, you can flex towards your team, but if you do it towards the other team, that's when it's like no, because people get fired up. They're men, they're grown men, and they're gonna want to defend themselves.
They're gonna get fired up. I'm sure he felt that rib ball all the way around the bases. It just fired him up probably. I mean, in all fairness, like there was 2 on, nobody out, first pitch, just a fastball right to the ribs. Like I know they said it was unintentional because they have to say that because they don't want to get suspended also for throwing at somebody. But nope, like maybe a breaking ball gets away from you and it accidentally hits them or something. But fastball right to the ribs, like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So it was a fun opening series.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, and I mean they won the final game. I think it was like 12-1. It was something ridiculous. Like
it was good.
Yeah, it's the kind of one you just like keep watching. You're like, oh, well, this is going to keep happening. This is great.
You will definitely have to chat with Chris about this. See what he has to say about it.
Yeah,
Chris Fouch
and Corey, of course.
Yeah, we'll get both of the brothers on.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, no, I think so. We need to get them on like immediately before we play them again though next time and lose,
so we can flex on him.
Yeah, like we're feeling. I mean, we're feeling great.
Here we go.
We're feeling great right now, but we don't want to wait on this.
We got to take it where we can get it.
No,
we can't wait around for it.
There is something to be said. I don't like talk a bunch of trash about other teams. Like my stepbrother is from St. Louis, and he is a trash talker. Like the Cardinals have been good for a while. Like they've been good for a while, and it's not even fun being in the same room when that's going on. But one year the Reds swept them in like a late game in the late series in the season. And I think I told you guys this, me, my mom, and my stepdad, we gathered up a bunch of brooms from in the house and sent him a picture of all of us holding brooms for the sweep. And St. Louis went on to win the World Series that year, which was a backfire.
Wow. Let's talk about a backfire.
So every time it happens now, like I'm talking to my mom and my stepdad, I'm like, all right, we send nothing. Nobody says a word.
We do nothing.
But on opening day, we did get like a message. Like, I don't remember what his daughter said. Her name's Madison. She's maybe like 10. I'm horrible with kids' names. So, and plus I don't think they're ever going to hear this, but he sent a video of her and she's like, who won today? Like the Cardinals. And it was like, kind of trash talking us, but getting trash talked by a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And then we went on to win the series, which was even funnier. But I was like, all right, nobody sent anything. Like
he tried to hit you with
he tried to get us
in the ribs, and
he got us with the quick jab.
Flexed on him.
He got us with the quick jab there. So yeah, we don't send anything anymore. Yeah. Like if I see like trash talking happen, man, I'm just removing myself from that text message. Like I don't even want to be involved because I am superstitious when it comes to baseball. It's real.
100%.
Sure. Been there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it really for me.
Cool.
Were we doing our topics also? Because I mean, I kind of just did my topic also.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sure.
It's the triumphant return of baseball.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Just
I'm really sad that Marc missed
American goodness.
It's a 162 game season, not a 60 game season. That
Marc
starts
said
in July.
Marc said he's not superstitious, but a little stitious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I mean,
I'm all right with being stitious. I'm a little stitious too. Like I don't walk under ladders. If I see a cat cross my path, I'm like, I better be careful.
But you walk under ladders?
If like a black cat ran across the road though, would you just turn around and go a different direction? I'm not that superstitious.
I wouldn't do it, but I would have the urge. Like I would be cautious. I'd be like, I better pay extra attention to what I'm doing the next. I don't know. What's the statute of limitations on a statute of limitations? Is that statute?
Isn't it like a minute?
Is there a black cat wall that I don't know about?
No, but like if the black cat crosses your path,
you can go through.
Is it bad luck until the bad luck happens, or is it a minute like Patrick said?
I think you can't go that way for the rest of your life.
Yep. It's blocked off. Can't go that way.
Mark says he's concerned if a black cat crosses twice. Yeah, no, you're in the Matrix then.
They're coming after you then.
That's when it's real. That's
then
when
it's coming after you.
You gotta hurry pick up that phone.
Yeah, you better.
Anderson.
Mr. Smith's coming.
That's a good topic. I like that.
Cool.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Patrick.
Hi. I'm gonna keep the Reds train rolling.
Yes.
All right. Choo-choo.
Right.
So last Thursday was opening day, and I am working. And my brother texts me, which he never does. And he starts asking me questions like, hey, when do you get off? Are you downtown? Are you working from home? And I'm like, what? So I'm like, yeah, I'm working till about 4:30. Then I got to go home and pick up Clark so he doesn't have to go to Claire's soccer practice because he doesn't want to go to the soccer practice. So I was like, oh, I'll just get off early, whatever. And he's like, well, I got tickets to the game if you want to go. Now, keep in mind, it is like 35 degrees outside. And I'm like,
it's freezing cold.
So I was like, yeah, no, I already told Mel I was going to take, Clark, pick up Clark. And my brother texted me back. He's like, what if I told you they were Diamond Club seats? Would that change anything? And I'm like, yeah. So for those who don't know, the Diamond Club seats are directly behind home plate.
You're like royalty.
It is, yeah, you are like royalty. It is free food, free drinks. There is a buffet beforehand where they
bring it all right to you.
Yeah, they give you a menu and they'll bring it to you. So whatever if you order 20 things, they will bring you 20 things, whether that's pretzels, nachos, corn dogs, peanuts, all the stuff you would get at a baseball game, they would bring to you. So
dude, this is like Angels in the Outfield.
It's all wrapped up in the price. It's awesome.
Now in Diamond Club seats, not only do you get the free baseball food, they also have a buffet where they'll serve ribeye, lamb, smoked Gouda, scallops.
Gosh.
They like Ronnie
it's
said,
lavish.
They treat you like royalty in this. So when he sends me that text of, does Diamond Club seats change anything? And so I'm like, yeah. I immediately call Mel, and I called her, and I was like,
listen,
Dave just said that he has Reds tickets, and let me tell you first, I was on your side at first.
I was with you.
I was
rooting for you.
I was totally just gonna come home and pick up Clark, and it was just gonna be a regular day. But then he mentioned that he has Diamond Club seats, and I immediately went on his side. So she started laughing, and she's like, "Go have fun." So I told my boss, because my boss schedules a meeting on opening day from 3:30 to 4:30, and this is like the game starts at like 4:10, and I'm like, and before I even knew that these tickets were happening, I'm like, you realize you scheduled a meeting during the first pitch of opening day? And so he starts laughing. He's like, yeah, we won't take that long. So I texted him. He was in a meeting at like 1:30. I texted him. And I was like, what would you say if I said I had diamond level seats? And he comes out like 5 minutes later. He's like, go. Get out of here. So I was like, all right, well, I'll leave around 3:00. So I left around 3:00, and I had some ribeye, had some lamb, saw a baseball game, but it was like I said, it was like 35 degrees. It took me and working in this new office right next to the stadium, it took me 7 minutes from my desk to the entrance of the baseball stadium.
Wow.
That's awesome.
7 minutes.
It was awesome.
Did you jump off the roof jump out the window or
There's
jump
zip
off the
lines.
roof? Zip line to the stadium.
And I wanted to time myself
so
too.
Close.
So that's why I knew it took 7 minutes. And it was like, cause no one's in the office anyway. So I can go down the elevator, no problem. I can get out, no problem. And it's just 2 streets across the interstate or over the interstate. So, yeah, it was great. We probably saw like maybe 4 innings because The other 5 innings were inside because it was so cold.
Yeah.
I could not feel my fingers.
Did you get a picture of yourself on TV from anybody?
No, I mean, I was in there was, because
I think
it
you
was
were like
so
a
cold,
row up.
I was in the third row from the bottom, and you could really see my the bottom half of my torso and my legs. But in the 8th and 9th inning, because so many people left because we were down by 6 runs, went down to the front row. So if you look at the 9th inning, it's me and my brother sitting in the front row, which is nice. Votto was standing right there. All the,
Oh yeah, you could just hear him talk.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. So
that's cool.
And I don't go to most opening days. This is probably my 4th or 5th opening day. I haven't gone in 10 years because you never know what the weather's going to be like on opening day.
Yeah.
And I've been to 2 opening days where it rained, which is awful. I can handle the cold, but man, it's raining. It's the worst. You're standing underneath the stands, just not in your seats because you don't want to get rained on. It's dumb, but yeah, I'm so glad baseball's back. It's so awesome. One thing I don't like about baseball though is we play opening day and then the next day the Reds are always off.
Yeah, I hate that too. Just when you get fired up about it.
Yeah, you have to wait another day for them to come back. So that was fun. On the gaming front, I haven't played many games this week. I did play WWE 2K20.
What?
Surprise.
Crazy.
So
never heard of that game.
I was planning on playing streaming the NXT Stand and Deliver Takeover pay-per-view on Saturday. And so I'm getting unlike all week, I'm getting ready for this and downloading characters or wrestlers and things like that. So on Saturday for 2 hours, I'm setting everything up. I'm putting the people in the right spot. I'm getting the championships ready. I'm getting the arena ready. And as I'm getting
work,
but once I play it, it's really cool because it looks like it's the actual pay-per-view.
Right.
So I'm getting ready, almost finished, and the game glitches on me. So I'm like, what? So I restart it, restart the PlayStation 5, get back in. It's and to do this, you have to be in a universe mode. And I tried to play the universe mode. I was like, you cannot continue universe mode. It gives me this error message, this detailed error message. It says I need to have at least 10 wrestlers in each show. And I also have to have a champion for each championship. So I go into all the settings. I have 50 guys in Raw. I have 30 guys in NXT and 30 guys in SmackDown, and I still can't start it. So I go to the title menu, and every title has a wrestler on it. So I'm so I try to copy it. I try to move it to a different save file. Nothing, no dice. So I'm all right, well, I'm just going to go to my cloud save and just download that and kind of start over. My cloud save was from February 14th.
Wow.
So 2 months.
A lot's happened in a month and a half.
Yeah. So I was so bummed.
Why are all these wrestling games pieces of crap?
Oh, gosh, for real? So guess what I did? I didn't delete the game and I did it all again.
Oh my gosh, Patrick.
I did nothing about it.
You have issues. Is this the 3rd time you've gone through everything?
No, yeah, this would be the 2nd time.
Oh, 2nd time. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought didn't you? Oh, did you didn't play it very much on the original PS4? When it first came out, the PS4, you've only been playing it hardcore on PS5, right?
Yeah, I got the PS4 version a week or 2 before the PS5 came out.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, yeah, but I did that, and now I'm getting ready for WrestleMania. This week in wrestling, there's wrestling every day from now through next Tuesday. So we're gonna have 8 straight days of wrestling. This is a week like none other. I told my wife, I was like, hey, just to let you know, every night this week and into next week is wrestling. She's like, you're not watching all the wrestling. You can just watch it on Hulu the next day. And I was like, no, that's what I'm saying. Just let you know, I'm gonna be watching wrestling. If it's a new day, there's gonna be wrestling on. So, yeah,
she's been warned.
Yep. And yeah, that's about it for me.
And Mark said, and that's how you know you're hooked.
Yeah. And now since baseball started, Ronnie, I don't know if you saw this, but MLB The Show is free on Game Pass.
Is it actually on there right now?
It's going to be free on April 20th.
Yeah, I was talking to Eric about this, Bengal Man 09, and yeah, I'm definitely getting it.
Oh my gosh. Free?
Finally, the one thing that would have made me buy a
That
PlayStation.
is crazy.
And you get it for free.
And I get it for free.
That's so jacked up. That is not what the plan was.
That's what giving is about, Lucas.
No, it shouldn't be that way.
It's all just one big community that loves each other.
Yeah, and it's crossplay, so you can play against PlayStation guys too.
Unless you're getting beat by 12-year-olds at Rocket League, they don't love
That's
you.
true.
And they're going to make it horrible.
They do not love me, and I do not love them.
They are going to make it horrible on you.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm happy for you, man. I hope you enjoy it. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played an MLB The Show game in like 10 years.
Well, then you're in for a treat.
I'm not even going to know. It's going to be so realistic. Like last time I played a game, like, yeah, it's not even going to be close. I was watching some like gameplay clips of it. I was like, wow, this looks awesome. That was the only reason I was going to get a PlayStation.
Yeah. And now
it's gone.
Now it's gone.
It's over.
Man,
yep.
What a
I waited it out. It's exactly what I was trying to do.
The first year, it's not
That's
exclusive.
your game plan all the time.
That's been my game plan my entire life.
Mark said if he feels like the whole exclusive thing is really breaking down, and it really is, because that game has been exclusive forever. And then the first year, the MLB makes Sony make it cross-platform. Xbox is like, I got one better for you, free. Yeah, I don't understand how they do that. Like,
I don't know either. How does that make any sense?
And I'm like, I don't think Sony even knew. I can only imagine somebody at Sony being like, "Did you guys see that? That's
giving our game out for free
Xbox?
now.
Our game's free on Xbox."
No, they have to buy some sort of rights or something like that to put it out there.
MLB's in charge. They're calling the shots.
Well, I mean, if MLB throws some money their way, like, hey, we're gonna put it on Xbox for free, but here's $200,000.
Yeah, I'm sure Sony got their dough. Like Sony got their money, but it's a bad look, a little more. Man.
Yeah,
it's a bad look.
Maybe $2 million. I don't know what it is, but still,
who knows? But it's a bad look. I mean, you just keep doing this where you have games that are on PlayStation and on Xbox, and the Xbox people are like, "Yeah, I played that for free, quote unquote, for free."
Oh, on the flip side of that, Marvel's Avengers is free on PS Now.
Yeah, something that you can't get in Brazil. Perfect.
Oh, well, dang it. Well, you already have the game, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you just got to wait it out, Lucas. It'll be there.
Yeah, I'll just wait it out some year here.
Yep.
We'll get it. No, it's all good. I already have access to it. So
I do feel like the exclusive thing really is breaking down, but like in all honesty, it's just good for everyone if everyone can play their games. Like, you know what I mean? It's just better that games aren't exclusive.
It makes most economical sense to have it on all platforms.
Yeah.
It
makes sense for the players.
If you have to buy it on all platforms. If it's free on one platform, it's like, well, if you have both platforms, why would you buy it?
But it doesn't make sense for each company to make their own console then. I don't know. Maybe it does, but it's just like, if there's no difference between getting an Xbox or a PlayStation, what's the point in making different consoles?
I'm pretty sure those companies are never going to come together and make one console.
No, definitely not. They're definitely not. But if they just focus on publishing, I think they'd make more games if they quit focusing on the consoles. They make their money with the software anyways. I don't see why they don't just focus on the software. But
yeah, I don't know.
It is what it is.
But as a gamer, I'm loving it. So I have both platforms.
Excited for you.
It's like if something comes out free for one system, I'm like, sweet. I don't have to buy it on the other. Because I was planning on buying MLB The Show on PlayStation 5. I really was. But now I don't have to.
Nope. You don't.
I was planning on maybe having to buy it on PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have wanted that to happen, but
yeah. Now I'm going to stay with my Xbox probably for the rest of my life.
That dream is gone.
Mark says all about where your friends are at. But with Discord, I mean, you can play as if you can cross play and you can like Rocket League, as long as you're on Discord, you can play with your friends.
I do wish you could have just like a game chat, like using your headset and stuff. Like,
yeah, they do it in some.
Discord, like
there are
that
some
would be fantastic.
There are some
in
headsets
like Call of Duty
can,
and stuff.
Yeah, there's some headsets that will connect to two Bluetooth devices at once. So you can have both Discord and your system at the same time. I don't know what those are or how that all works, but I know you can do it.
Sounds expensive.
My workaround is just an earbud from headphones from my phone, and then my gaming headset over that, which hurts.
I just set my phone down on speaker so you guys can all hear me clicking the buttons.
Oh, it's the best sound in the world. Like click, 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 click. I always know when you're going to be jumping at the ball because I hear the click clicks, and then I see your car fly by me.
Rocket League is the one game though that I like. No matter how long and how often I play it, like I cannot not jump every time I go to the ball, like in the game.
Your body convulses.
Yeah, every single time.
Tenses up. Yeah.
It scares the cat, man, big time. She freaks out.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention. I gotta bring this up. My son got the platinum in Rocket League today.
Nice.
What?
Yeah, he got the platinum in Rocket League.
Dang.
He played it all natural except at the very end. So today, the only trophy he had left was score 6 goals in one game. And I'm like, let's be honest, that's never going to happen.
That's be rough for anybody.
That's rough for anybody. Well, guess what? You can boost the bejesus out of that. And so we set up a no bots match, 1v1. It was just him on the court, the pitch, the field, as it were. And let me tell you, I set it to 7 goals to win the game. He only needed 6, and once he scored the 6 goals, he was gonna get the platinum, no issue. I left it at 5 minutes. 3 minutes in, he had 2 goals.
Oh no!
I was like, oh shoot! And he was feeling the pressure, like he felt the time ticking down, and he's like, he's getting angry, and like he's doing that thing where he like lifts the controller up to try to like hit the ball, and he started getting frustrated. I was like, James, let's pause it a second. You want me to set it to unlimited time? He's like, yes, please. Gets in the next match, scores 4 goals in a minute, and I'm like, there's no pressure. He just can't stand the pressure. So he scores the goals, gets the platinum, is all happy and giddy. Awesome. It's his first platinum on his own.
That's great.
So
that's sweet.
So yeah, that was really cool. I was very proud of him.
It's also the good thing about Rocket League, like that, like it really is a game for like all age people.
It really is. Right. Yeah. Yep. And the fact that it's free, I mean, I had my sister and my mom and my niece download it. We haven't played it together yet, but it's cross-platform and free, so we'll play it eventually. And it's just so fun. It's the best version of soccer, really. Sorry, Hafa.
Yeah, is it the only version of soccer?
It's the only real version of soccer. Yeah, the other one's fake.
I mean, if you have to kick a soccer ball, what is that? Yeah. If you have to hit it with a rocket powered car, that's where it's at.
That's where dreams.
You know, the funny thing is, I feel like I'm pretty decent at most sports, but just trying to dribble a soccer ball in front of me, that's impossible for me.
It's awful.
I'll break my ankles before I get it all the way down the field.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is like you can kick it as hard as you want, but when you have to start dribbling it down the field, you automatically become like an old man, and you're like stutter stepping and like trying to shuffle down the field.
It's the hardest thing ever.
I feel like an infant learning how to walk. Like
when people you see when you see some of the professionals do that on the field, you're like, that is unbelievable how much control they have with their feet.
Right?
Yeah.
When they can kick the ball and like just keep it up in the air just by back and forth, and then their knee, it's like, I try to do that and the ball just goes like 14 feet to the left. Like, I don't know how to do that at all.
I don't know how to kick a soccer ball.
Yeah. And what's crazy is when you see someone do that in the US, it's like, wow, you should play professional soccer. Here, every kid can do that. Like,
every single kid.
Every single kid. They're like,
all of them.
Again, all of them. You just pick a kid, say, hey, dribble the ball, and he'll just start popping in the air like Pele or like Neymar or whoever. You want to name a soccer player, and they'll
we don't have any here. We don't have any here. Yeah, no,
we don't know soccer players.
Yeah. No, honestly, that is the exact reason, though. Like, soccer is so much more popular everywhere. That's the reason that the United States gets absolutely smashed in the Olympics in soccer every single year, and it's not even close. We'll lose to anybody.
With the men, with the women, they've figured it out.
The women have figured it out. They are.
So we got to give them that. But the men, not so much.
The women always figure things out. The men, not so much.
No.
Our men's team, they're not good. They're not good when it comes to other countries.
Nope. So Patrick, what was your topic? Did you share it?
Oh shoot, am I doing my topic now? Okay, so
you can.
Yeah.
Ronnie mixed his with his update, so just go ahead and what's your topic?
For sure.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Hey guys, it's Randomness episode. We all bring our own topics. Ronnie already did his, and now we're going to Patrick.
I'm too eager.
Yeah.
Yep. He just all in one package.
So based on what happened last week, I unexpectedly went to the Reds game, which was awesome. Of course. My question for you guys is, when was the last time something like that happened to you unexpectedly, where you were like, you went into the day and you're like, this is just going to be a normal day, and something surprises you? Whether that's something happened at work, something happened with your kids.
This is a good surprise, though, right?
Yeah, a good surprise. Well, I mean, it could be anything. I guess if you have a scenario where it was a bad surprise, but would that really be a surprise?
I did have a bad surprise this weekend, actually, or this week.
Let's hear it. Yeah.
So my hot tub broke it stopped working like a couple of months ago. And I was like, well, I'm not really that worried about it. Like, we weren't getting in it that much. So I was like, I'll get around to fixing it when it gets a little bit warmer. So I go out this past week, and I know I have an appointment with the hot tub repairman to come out to the house, and it's like a little bit later in the day. So on my lunch break for work, I go out, my hot tub, I drained it and wiped everything down, cleaned it out, which you have to do every so often, and got it all ready, and I'm filling it up and everything. So when he gets over here, he can see what's going on with it. I wasn't sure if he needed water in it. I just would assume he would. So I'm sitting up here in my office, and the window's open, and the hot tub literally is right on the deck below my window. Mm-hmm. And I've been sitting here for a while, and I've been waiting to hear the water catch up to the hose. So I would stop hearing the hose, meaning the water level's basically almost at the top.
Sure.
And it just never happened. So after 40 minutes, I go down there, I'm like, what is going on? And I realize that as much water as I'm putting into the hot tub is coming out the bottom of the hot tub, going through the deck onto the ground below. Yeah. Which is just gravel. It's, nothing down there, but I was like, crap, it's leaking also. Turns out the leak was the whole problem, really. So he fixes the leak, the water level's steady, and he's like, all right, I fixed the leak, but what I want to do is let this motherboard dry out, the computer inside of it, because there's been water all over it. It's all right. So he comes back a few days later. Everything's dried out, puts it all together. He's like, yeah, I think the computer's bad. I'm like, oh man.
No.
Come on.
Man. And just to get you an idea, to have a hot tub repair person come out to your house, it's $170 for the visit. That's for them to come out and tell you what's wrong, basically. That's expensive. So he's like, I'll have to get with our guys, and we're gonna have to order one, and we'll contact you. So I called a couple days later because I hadn't heard from him. And he's like, actually, I'm waiting to hear back from the manufacturer. They don't make that part. So it has to be it's a little bit the hot tub's probably about 10 years old, I guess now, maybe 9 or 10 years old. And I was like, oh, okay. But they have to make the whole piece, the whole computer with the heating element, all of it, is custom. One thing, pretty much custom. Dang. And I was like, so how much am I looking at? Do you have a ballpark as to how much this is going to cost? And he's like, probably $900 to $1,200.
What? How much is a hot tub?
Ugh. My hot tub was probably so we got kind of a fancy one. It has 2 different motors in it. But it was maybe $7,000 or $8,000.
Oh, okay.
When you buy a hot tub, of course, you do the whole payment plan thing. It's like buying a car. It's not really that much different. But yeah, the problem is I would just scrap it. I would just be I'm getting another hot tub. I'll just start paying monthly for it. That $1,200 will go towards a new hot tub. But I'm going to be selling my house within the next year. and I'm not going to buy a new hot tub at the house that I'm not going to be staying at.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like my deck is like up high. Like I'd have to actually take down like the privacy fence and take it down from the side. Like you technically would need a crane, like if you were doing it the right way. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to fix it. So that was my unexpected like crap surprise.
Dang.
What a crap surprise indeed, man.
Yeah. So
it's like, hey, here's your stimulus check.
Yeah, exactly right.
Why don't you pass that on to?
I wish I hadn't got the stimulus check yet, so I couldn't have spent any of it. That's what I kept it for the hot tub. Wow. But yeah, so I'm waiting to hear. I mean, there's still a chance that it may be like a little bit less expensive, which would be fantastic. But you know, you always expect the worst.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
So yeah, that was a negative.
So it's both. It would cost you like $1,200 to fix the leak and the motherboard.
No, I think the part itself is going to be $900 to $1,200.
And then, but you also have to fix the leak.
The leak is actually already fixed, and it was a really small part.
Okay, cool.
That probably only cost like a few bucks. Like he had it replaced in a couple of minutes, but
nice.
So yeah, but yeah, honestly, every time the hot tub breaks, I'm like, that's gonna be at least $300, $400 because that's what I've experienced in the past. And once your hot tub gets a little bit older, that seems to happen a lot more often.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I just need to get it working. I just need to get it working for when I decide to sell.
Yeah, I didn't know you're trying to sell your house.
I'm not really. I'm not really trying to sell it like currently. I would like to sell it. Like the market for somebody who's selling a house is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I would make like a very good profit on this house. Like I bought it in 2012 when everything was down, and it's appreciated considerably. Like almost with me doing nothing. The problem is, however, the next house I buy, I want to be my forever house. And I don't want to have to make a decision in 2 hours. You know, like the way the housing market is right now. Yeah, everybody's buying so fast. Like if you see a house you like you have to put a bid on it like immediately.
You have to put a bid on it before it's on the market.
Yeah, like they're selling before they even get out.
Door, like salesman, like, hey, are you selling your house? I'll buy it.
So for me, like I was like, well, I'd rather make a little bit less money on my house and just wait it out a little while. Like I know that sounds like ridiculous, but like I'm not moving somewhere like after I sell my house, and you know, I don't want to have to rush. So
right.
Yeah. Now are you coinciding this with getting married?
Kind of. We decided we were going to do the house first.
Oh, okay.
If the market like stays kind of crazy, like, you know, for another year, then I think we'll probably get married first.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of the waiting game to see what, you know, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it might not be any different. And if that's the case, then we'll just do, you know, the wedding and stuff and then do the house afterwards.
Gotcha.
All right.
So I could only think of a bad example as well. I could not think of a good example.
You should also give us a house update, by the way, because last I heard you looked at a house you liked.
Yeah, so we have pretty much continued down the process of renting a new house, and it's not a done deal yet. So we're trying to be very cautious about how we approach even talking with the kids, even though it's been super hard. So we did a second walkthrough last week, and in that second walkthrough, the owner pretty much said, whatever you want to change or update or whatever you tell me, and I'll take care of it. Now we thought, man, this is too good to be true. This guy's just like, hey, whatever you want to do, you just tell me what you want to do. So one of the things we ran into, this house like checks off everything. I think I've told you guys already. It checks off everything on our list, but there's a few things that are just like if we could fix this, it would be perfect. And one of those things is the space for a dishwasher. Dishwashers are not as common here. People just do it by hand, like Neanderthals. Like, what is wrong with people? Like, that's why God made us with the ability to make a dishwasher.
I'm gonna comment that I actually like doing dishes by hand. It's a bizarre thing that I did not realize until I was older.
Sure, but add 2 kids to the mess where they use 3 times the amount each of dishes, and you will not always like dishes. I mean,
you'll be
That's
doing
fair.
dishes 24/7.
Yeah.
I'll have to quit my
Like,
job.
if you like skip a meal of doing dishes, you already have filled your sink with dishes. Like, it's
that
nuts.
is true.
And when my in-laws come to visit, we can't even keep up with a day's worth of dishes. Like, we have to buy new dishes or get out our like
You have to
old
recycle them.
recycle. Like, it's crazy. It's like we don't have enough dishes to cover 3 meals with 6 people. It's nuts. Because some people use a lot of dishes, and my kids are one of them. My in-laws are the other ones that use a bunch of dishes. Like, when they cook, they use every pan and pot in the cupboards in order to make 3 things. And Mindy my wife is the expert of the family in cooking, and she can use one pot to make 5 things. Like, she's ridiculous. She's like the Chuck Norris of baking and cooking. But yeah, so dishwashers are not a thing. So dishwasher spaces are not a thing. And the people that have dishwashers are these are like half to a third of the size of a normal dishwasher. And you can put it on the counter and it holds like 5 plates, 5 cups, and 8 silverware. It's like, what is the point? Exactly. Right. It's like, I'm going to be running this thing like 20 times a day just to eat a sandwich. And so
just to make lunch for yourself.
We get to
have a bag
kitchen.
of chips. I have to run it.
Yeah. It's like, I got to stick that in the dishwasher. So we get to the kitchen area, and maybe this could be my surprise. Like, this is the negative surprise. We get to the kitchen area, and he's like, this is an old cabinet that's underneath the sink. Let's just take it out and you can pick a new one, whatever you want to do. And we're like, serious? It's like, serious. I'm like, okay. We measure it. It is literally half a centimeter. The counter is half a centimeter shorter than our dishwasher. And in order to raise this counter, he would have to not only raise the counter, he would have to rip out the tile around it, because it's the way the tile is. There's a design. It's not like white. And he's like, this is discontinued tile. So he would have to replace all the tile. So we're like, I don't know. I mean, he goes from, I'll do whatever you want, to, well,
not a chance.
That's a little much. I don't know that so then he offers to give us his dishwasher, and he says, I'll carve out a space underneath, because we need all the counter space we can get, because it's not a real huge kitchen. The rest of the property is really huge. And anyways, at some point he's in like, well, I'm not going to put it underneath because I want to do a full cabinet again. We're going to put it on the counter. And now it's like, we've totally retracted and backtracked to where you're just going to do what you want to do. And now we're either going to have to push back and see if you accept, or we're just going to have to accept it because he's paying for it all. So I'm like, I don't know how to put much to push this. Mindy's like, but he said he would do whatever we wanted. So she's like fired up. And I'm just kind of like I'm not paying for it, so I don't really know what I can say or do to get this guy to do it. So
could you move it like from the countertop, like after you move in?
We could, but it's so little. Like, you put it on the floor and you pretty much have to sit on the ground to use the dishwasher.
Or you could just take that cabinet out and find I guess when you're renting, you can't really just
you can't just rip the cabinet out. Yeah, once he's done all the work to put the stuff in. So we're trying to figure that. That's like the big thing that we're trying to figure out at the moment. He's also agreed, like, where our bathroom is. Our bathroom was pretty. It's not bad, but it just is. It didn't have any storage, and some stuff needed updated. So he's updating that stuff too. But for the most part, really nice guy, really helpful. We're excited because we're gonna have a huge yard. We're gonna have a place for a dog. We're gonna be 8 minutes from the school. The kids are going to have like a place to run and play, and like we could play ultimate frisbee in our front yard. It's going to be awesome. So we'll be teaching the kids ultimate frisbee. But yeah, that's been the only wrinkle, is the dishwasher fiasco. But the only thing, just to go back and answer your question, is, Patrick, the only thing I can think of was when we were visiting the US and we went to Kings Island with you guys. The very next day, we wanted to go to the water park. I don't remember what it's called, but Kings Island Water Park.
Yep.
Whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. And that is what it's called.
Yep. Yeah, it's what it's called, isn't it? I was so excited because I'd never taken the kids to a water park like that.
It used to be called the beach.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know if that's what it is now.
No,
I was excited.
No. The beach was across the street.
Oh.
Never mind that.
Fair enough. We didn't go to the beach. I was so excited to take them. We get there, and as is tradition, because I am white, as white can be, and I burn like a lobster. We had to apply the sunblock. Well, I put the sunblock on in all the places, especially my forehead, because I don't want to burn my forehead because I burned it last year in a mission trip, and it's because I was bad and didn't put it on. And within 10 minutes, I'm just sweating, and the lotion gets in my eyeballs.
Oh no!
That's the
And
worst.
my eyes burned the entire day.
Oh,
Literally the
no.
entire day.
That's
So I'm like
bad.
squinting, and I'm like, eventually I put on sunglasses to kind of help me at least have my eyes open. And I'm just totally worthless because I'm like a half blind man in pain. I'm like, just shoot me. I just wanted to tell Mindy, take me out back and shoot me. I'm miserable. This is awful. And it was a hot day, and I don't know. It just totally ruined everything. And all it was just some lotion getting in my eyes. And that's what I thought of. I'm sorry that I just was a downer. Debbie Downer. That's all I got. So thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks
for
for bringing
making
it
me
up.
remember
Appreciate
that
it. Yep.
terrible day.
Do what I can.
I'm glad you had a happy day, though. I would have killed for some ribeye. If they would have been like, "Oh, we're sorry you put lotion in your eye. You want some ribeye?" I would have accepted that.
Yeah, we're sitting in the seats, and the guy's like, "Can I get you anything?" And I look at my brother. I'm like, "Let's go inside and get some more ribeye." So we get in there, and like they were shutting down, and there was this big, huge piece of ribeye meat on this big bone. And my brother asks, he's had a few drinks. He's like, "Can I just carry that around?" and the guy's like, "No,
No.
You cannot.
I'll cut you a pice."
I
was like,
carried
"Hey,
that
I
around.
mean, if you don't ask, you never know what's gonna happen." I would
really
have
never
loved
know.
to see my brother on national television eating a ribeye bone in the front row.
It makes it even funnier that you guys would have been right in the front way.
That's true. That would have been on TV. That would have been like those turkey legs at Disney World or
The
Universal
Renaissance
or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Or at the medieval festival. Exactly. Oh man, that's funny. I think we're good there. I
Cool.
mean, I had a little mini topic, but we can save that for another day. I'll
Yeah.
just surprise you sometime.
Cool.
Mine wasn't even very good anyways. I just made something up.
All right.
I threw some stuff at a dartboard, but I kind of like where you guys took it. It's good
Just
stuff.
threw the spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah, just threw it at the wall, and that was it. Alrighty then, folks. That does it for our randomness episode. As we wrap things up, of course, and as always, just some quick housekeeping where we offer towels, fluff pillows, give you some Andy's candies, and tip you off to the GMG news you need to know. Every Saturday, Marc is streaming G&G Vroom. Yeah, doing some old VR. I think he's doing that tomorrow night because on Saturday his VR headset was not charged. Is the word on the street? So
that was gonna be the worst. Just like,
what a bummer.
getting-
Talking about, he had that happen too. Something bad that he didn't expect. VR
Yeah.
dead set. That's what it was.
Poor guy.
Poor Marc. But yeah, he'll be streaming that. I'm not really streaming right now. We're still on lockdown. I'm trying to find days to stream. But for right now, 100% online. I did not tell you this, but in 3 weeks we will be moving, even though we've signed no paperwork. We've already committed and we've given our landlord the notice that we're leaving. So we're either going to be moving in 3 weeks or we're going to be living in our car, old Leia. So it should be an adventure either
Good
way.
luck.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Good luck getting platinums in there.
I know, right? That's gonna be tough. Like plugging the PS4, plugging the PS4 into the cigarette lighter or whatever. That's gonna be.
You have kids kicking your seat and everything.
Yeah, we do have a screen, like a little screen where the radio and stuff. Maybe I can get it to display the PlayStation. I don't know. We'll find out.
Good luck.
Thanks. Besides that, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, and Stitcher. You can connect with us on Discord and Twitter. All the links to all those things are in the show notes, so check it out. And then also feel free to give us a call, 929-GMG-GUYS. You can let your voice be heard. And speaking of what should be heard and will not be heard, Marc, got any movie facts for us on this day in movie history? You guys have any guesses what happened on this day in movie history?
There was a birthday. And
whose birthday? Guess.
Kelsey
Gary
Grammer.
Busey.
Kelsey?
Kelsey
Gary
Grammer
Busey.
and Gary Busey.
They're celebrating right now together at an at a TGI Fridays. That's where they are right now, celebrating.
Ooh, and we also got movies, right?
Yeah, we do have movies.
We got movies.
I pulled a Ronnie. I'm definitely not prepared to give a movie, but I can give a movie. So
well,
you guys
then
go first.
I'm ready. I can go ahead and
What do you
give
got?
a movie.
He is
For
chomping at the
what is
bit.
this? Our top 100 GMG
You can do it.
MAFT.
Yeah, 100, baby.
Yeah,
Woo!
that's right. Yes.
Got it. See, my acronyms aren't that hard to remember.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Ghostbusters.
Ooh, nice.
Ghostbusters. Not the second one. Second one's okay, but not near as good as the first.
I actually watched part of the second one the other day. It was on TV. It's been a while since I've seen those.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna jump in right here, right now, and I'm gonna go with a theme. I'm gonna give another Bill Murray movie, one of my favorites. What About Bob?
Oh,
Never seen it.
You've never seen What About Bob? Baby
Nope.
steps, Ronnie. Baby steps.
Nope.
You need to watch it. It's a good one.
And Mark commented Robert Downey Jr.'s birthday was today. How about that? We were
That
wrong.
was close. Kelsey
Iron
Grammer.
Yeah,
Kelsey Grammer almost became Iron Man.
Fun fact.
Fun fact that I just made up. He was in the running.
So I am going to stay on topic with the Bill Murray movies,
Okay.
and I'm going to go with Forrest Gump.
That's,
Yeah.
I love that old chestnut. Bill Murray was so good in that.
No, I actually watched Forrest Gump the other day, and I just forgot how good of a movie it was. Like, it's fantastic.
So good.
It's the longest movie ever, but it's like it goes through everything.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Does Mark from the
Great Beyond.
Ether,
Does the Ghost Mark give a movie?
does Ghost Mark picks Ghost?
Well, here we go.
Awkward.
Mark says August Rush.
Ooh, August Rush, that old chestnut. My
that one.
dad loves that movie. He used to watch the ending, the last 10, 15 minutes of that movie of the kid playing the guitar. And it's a real feel good movie. It's really good. Yep. August Rush.
Okay.
Cool.
Good choice.
I am 2 for 4.
Yep. Well, you got some homework to do. No
Yep.
pressure.
We all know how that goes.
Oh yeah. Baby
No
steps,
no
Ronnie.
pressure at all. As a matter
Now
of
that you
fact.
don't have to buy a PS5, plenty of time to watch these movies.
Yeah, I have to
that
buy
were
something
thrown
way
at you.
more expensive. My hot tub repair.
That's true. Never mind.
Yep.
All righty then, Pat, the spirit of Mark and Ronnie J, along with you, our beloved friends, family, and joiners, go get your good morning this week, and may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, and as you game. Bye.
Bye.